Today, I'm going to be testing out a very special microphone, and it's a pretty unique one in comparison to the rest of the mics that I've reviewed in the past. And this is going to be courtesy of the folks over at Nexili, and I very much look forward to telling you about this microphone that should replace your old one, whether it's a cheaper toner microphone, for example, or a Blue Yeti. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Before we continue, I just want to remind you that we have a Twitch channel where we stream every Friday and Saturday from 8 p.m. and to 10 p.m. Eastern Time, so why not go ahead and drop a follow? And also don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and also make sure to check out the merch store. There's plenty of black and white sweetness to choose from up there, so go ahead and check that out. And then make sure to take a look at the podcast as well, as the podcast always goes live every Wednesday and Sunday. And with that said, enough rambling, let us get straight into the video. And now, just as a heads up, I will be streaming with this microphone tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time so that you can hear what it's like to stream with it and ask all of your questions live. So links to my Twitch are going to be down in the description. So let's go ahead and begin with an unboxing. This is actually one of the nicest unboxings on any microphone I've unboxed so far. And I've unboxed quite a lot of them, considering that I've had to do this for my job, obviously. And then once you've gone ahead and opened up the box, you will be greeted by a neoprene bag, which actually looks really nice. And then you're going to find instructions, and then moving forward, you're going to find the microphone in its full glory, along with the pop filter, which is made out of metal, by the way. Moving further, you will find the USB-C cables, one being USB-C to USB-A and the other being USB-C on both ends. And then you're going to find the tripod itself and the mount for your microphone. There's just a pretty big package here, as you can see. Now, let's go ahead and dive right into that. And so the exterior design of this microphone consists of metal, and it is a nicely built microphone. It's lightweight but not cheap feeling by any means. It's pretty tall and has this box design to it with its mic gain knob and headphone gain knob right on the front for you. These actually feel incredibly smooth to use whenever you're rotating them around. It's awesome. The knobs feel great. And then on the right, you're going to find a polar pattern switch to switch between cardioid and bidirectional, a headphone jack, and a mute switch for that matter. On the bottom, there's only going to be a USB-C port. But now we actually have to go ahead and build this up. So let's do a very quick time lapse to show you that. And I do realize that this is a pretty irrelevant part of the experience of using this microphone, but this part was actually pretty fun. Though it is more time consuming than most, since most kits already come assembled, but it really wasn't a problem. And once everything is finally built up, you're going to see that this package is still going to be a pretty lightweight one, but it is still built pretty well, and it is still very solid for that matter. And it does remind me a lot actually of the Elgato Wave 3 pop filter over here, but this one seems to be more solid and, as you will see later, incredibly effective as well. And now this is a condenser microphone with two pickup patterns, though I've been recording this entire time in the cardioid pattern. And it also has a frequency response of 20 Hz to 20 kHz, which is the full frequency range that the human ear can hear. And now let's get into the actual sound test. I'm going to be doing this part without any background music, and I will continue to do this in the cardioid pickup pattern, of course. This microphone sounds pretty good right off the bat, and that is instantly obvious, though there are actually a couple of things about this microphone in particular that I appreciate. For example, this microphone does a surprisingly good job at rejecting noise, though it is a condenser microphone, so it still isn't as good as, for example, a dynamic microphone would be under these circumstances. And still, it does it pretty well, and even if you have TV on the side, as long as you're speaking into this microphone, there will be a pretty clear separation between the two, which some mics honestly fail to do, and as a result, you just get muddied up sound. This microphone actually does quite well in that regard. And also, I really do like the tuning on this microphone, since it clearly doesn't have too much low end, and I would say that the emphasis seems to be more so on the highs here. I think this microphone aims for clarity more than anything, which means that you should get a pretty natural sound out of it. I really like it. And when it comes to the audio monitoring on this microphone, it is going to be pretty interesting, since it feels like it highly suppresses noise from the outside and your voice won't sound very loud even at max gain when speaking into this microphone. In fact, it is going to be a little bit hard to tell that you're monitoring your audio at times. That's how low it is, really. However, when it comes to recordings, you get a much richer sound, obviously. Not to mention that the preamps for this are actually really great, since you can get a lot of volume out of this when listening to anything on your PC. So frankly, I am a bit mixed on it because it's not very accurate when it comes to monitoring, but there are still pretty good preamps. And now there are some things that I would like to see improved in future models, as this is a really good microphone, but there's still room for improvement here. For example, the monitoring could use a boost here, since what you're hearing isn't very true to what you get from your recording. The recording sounds much clearer and much richer, which is a good thing, but it's hard to tell how your audio levels are through the monitoring alone, which is a bit of a shame. Also, I would prefer a more traditional tripod for this microphone, since this one doesn't really offer that much flexibility for height adjustment in particular. That's really it. Just minor adjustments here to make this experience a better one overall. But this genuinely is a very good microphone. In terms of sound quality, I would put this microphone well above the Blue Yeti X, and this one actually connects over USB-C, has individual adjustment knobs for both headphones and the microphone gain, a really good pop filter that practically negates plosives entirely. This microphone should not be overlooked because it does so many things right, and I really do hope to see this series improve over time, as this is already really good. And if you are interested in upgrading or just want a pretty good microphone that will sound good for many years to come, then this is the way to go. This is the one that you're going to want here. So with that said, strongly recommended. And I'm going to be leaving purchase links for this microphone down in the description, of course, and also when it comes to social media and all that stuff, don't forget to subscribe to the Tech Summit channel over here, because we do have the Tech Summit podcast that does go live twice a week, and also there's going to be the Tech Summit Discord. Links to that are going to be down below. Do make sure to join, because you've got a pretty cool community down there, and I do strongly suggest that you go ahead and join it. There's also going to be links to my Twitch, since I will be streaming with this microphone tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time, as in like the same night that this review comes out, so do make sure to check it out by then. And also there's going to be links to my Twitter and my Instagram in case you're into that. But with that said, this has been Francisco from Tech Summit. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be seeing you all later. Enjoy.